Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I'm One Bar with Lupicus, and we're going to be breaking down that preseason game 2 against those damn pesky Indianapolis Colts.
Where are you? Are you okay? That's not your normal quarters.
I am in an undisclosed location. I have joined the Witness Protection Program. I am in Midwest, Minnesota.
You shouldn't even say that if you're in the Witness Protection Program.
Right. You're right. I messed up.
Only imagine what you must have saw. I'm so worried about
bad things.
All right, before we hop into this preview of the Colts Vikings preseason game 2, be sure to drop hashtag 4,000 in the comments for your chance to win Minnesota Vikings jersey when we reach that milestone that is 4,000 subscribers. I can smell each and every one of you, and you smell delicious.
Man, I want somebody who wins it. I want them to pick like just a real messed up, like I don't know, a Blake Lynch jersey, just something completely off the wall.
And have like orange hair all over it.
I said Blake Lynch, not James Lynch.
Oh yeah, thank you. I was definitely thinking James. All right, so let's just, we're gonna go through this thing. It's the second preseason game, but definitely some things we want to see happen. So let's jump right into that right now. And I think the first thing is just seeing our starters play a little bit. We got to see Jake Browning and his ragtag bunch take on the Denver Broncos starters. It was disgusting. It was gross. So let's see Kirk Cousins out there. I don't think we'll see Delvin Cook. I know we won't see Justin Jefferson, but maybe Adam Thielen for a series, and maybe Alexander Madison gets the carry. So let's see how these boys do and how they look.
How these boys do, how they look. Absolutely. I mean, hopefully let's just get a touchdown maybe this week. Game 1 against the Broncos, we know we sat 30 of these guys. So Zimmer even said it today. He wants to build some confidence, get some starters out there, get a little bit of his groove on. I saw how Stella got her groove on in the theaters, by the way. It was quite a film. So hopefully the Vikings
took there.
What's that?
Can only imagine who you took to that.
Nah, it wasn't great. But yeah, hopefully the Vikings get their groove on a little bit. With still, I think it's going to be a very limited amount of starters. Hopefully they can get some more pieces on that offensive line, get a Bradbury in there, get an Ezra Cleveland out there, start getting that offensive line, at least hopefully gelling a little bit. But yeah, I still do not think we will see any big names. We still know a lot of these guys like the Jeffersons, now Anthony Barr, Darrisaw, they're all still hurt. So it blows, but it's only preseason. There's no reason for them to play.
And it's weird. I think we mentioned this last week, but it's hard to know. Is next week the dress rehearsal? Are we going to see starters go to the half? I mean, it's just not that extra fourth game this year. So I'm not sure how that's going to swing things, but I also want to see a competitive game. I know it's the preseason, but man to man, you don't want to just get beat up like they were last week by Denver Broncos. I mean, we had our corners getting beat. We had our linemen getting bowled over on, our defensive line wasn't getting the pressure they needed to. So they just got outmanned. And I don't care if you're a three playing against one, you got to sack up a little bit and show up. And I don't think our team showed up last week.
No, I expect them to have a little bit more of a fire right up their ass and play like they want to make the team. I mean, I think next week will be the full-on dress rehearsal. So I think we'll still see a big old heavy dose of guys like Jake Browning. But we will see. Like I said, my biggest thing is that offensive line. And D.D. Westbrook, he practiced in full today, it said, for the first time. So that is wonderful, wonderful news. Hopefully we see guys like Chad Beebe, who weren't active last week, kind of surprise guys like that to actually get out on the field, because I still don't think they're a shoo-in to make the team.
I don't want to see Chad Beebe, but I do want to piggyback off your D.D. Westbrook. One of the things I had on my list was a punt returner step up and show something. If that is D.D. Westbrook playing in this game, I think everybody's Westbrook is an experienced vet in that regard. So I want to see him take over and win that job and give us some security there.
Yeah, and some of the guys last week that were kind of turds. I mean, let's see Smith Marset step up and have a comeback game, show that first game was just little rookie jitters. He's going to show us what he's got. He's going to show why he's got that swagger. And hey, who knows? This might be Dakota Dozier's, what do they call it, a swan song?
It might be a swan song.
Might be a swan song. Might be Drew Samia's swan song. There might be a handful of swan songs going on here. So there's some guys that really need to step the hell up, because if the next game is that dress rehearsal, they're not going to get much action. This is going to be their action here.
Yeah, there's no fourth game to make up for a shitty second or third game anymore. If you're one of these guys buried on the depth chart, there's not that game where it's basically the game to figure out the fifth, sixth spots down the chart at many positions. So this is huge for those guys that you just mentioned. I also want to see Greg Joseph. He's 17 for his last 17. At least he was before today. I don't know he didn't practice today. The guy's hotter than hell.
Awesome.
And I want him to keep kicking well and get plenty of opportunities and maybe make some longer field goals than 34, 32 yards like he did last week. I want him to stay hot. I want him to get every single rep here forward. I want to bring anybody, any competition. Greg Joseph, ride or die is what it is right now.
Well, and we mentioned guys who had third games last week. Britton Colquitt needs to punt the hell out of the ball. There's no doubt about that. And
yeah, he'll be gone.
One of the best ones I think will be to watch. I mean, Kirk Cousins, if we do see him, it'll be extremely limited. But that backup quarterback spot, Kellen Mond, he's getting momentum in practice. They're saying every practice he's getting better. I think it's just a matter of time before they just say Kellen Mond's the backup. So Jake Browning, a lot of pressure to come out firing. No dinking and dunking. Somebody gets a shit call played in, you better call an audible. Omaha, Jake Browning, let's go fire that thing down. It's your only hope.
Yeah, I think Kellen Mond, we're going to see a lot of him on Saturday. I think he's going to probably get, I'm going to say 2 quarters worth, and Browning will come in and mop up duty in the fourth.
Wow.
I think it's going to be a lot of Kellen Mond. And like you said it, the guy's trending the right way. He's taking off, using his legs, using that athletic ability that kind of separates him from some other quarterbacks we've had in recent years. So Kellen Mond, everybody knew he was going to be the backup when we drafted him. Browning was kind of that late or surprise early in camp, but I do feel like Mond is closing the gap quite a bit. And yeah, by week 1, I think Kellen Mond will be the backup.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Colts, like seventh cornerback, Holton Hill. Revenge game city. Holton Hill, he's going to come out swinging. He's either going to get burnt or he's going to make a beautiful pick 6 because he wants to make the Vikings pay before he might not ever play another snap in the NFL.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he just wants to see his former friends.
No, I think he's got a little sour taste in his mouth. And we'll be seeing Xavier Rhodes and really Colt-wise, that's all we're going to say about the Colts. Kwity Paye is on their team, and he was one that we figured the Vikings were pretty much going to take in round 1. I think every one of our episodes, I predicted Kwity Paye was going to be the guy. So it'd be fun to watch him.
Yeah, no, that's who I had in my list too. I want to see Kwity Paye, see how he looks. If he's gonna be the love that we lost, we're gonna be so sad that we didn't take him. Right now, we don't have our first rounder out there. Christian Darrisaw, Gonzo. So Kwity Paye, I will be watching him this year, how he does and how he looks, because he could have been ours.
He could have been ours. Mason Cole is another one. He had a very good first game. It'll be interesting to see if he follows that up with another good game. Garrett Bradbury, I don't care if he was first round or not. Shouldn't be overly comfortable if he has a very bad start to the season, because Mason Cole looked pretty good in that first game. We got any bold predictions for this game?
I don't know, because it went completely opposite what I thought it was going to do last week. So I think it's going to be a much closer game. I think the Vikings are come up fired up, play 100% better than they did last week, which isn't saying a whole hell of a lot. But game-wise, I think we'll see a much more competitive Viking squad.
Yeah, I think my only real prediction on this one is Kellen Mond's got another week in the books. He didn't have a ton before that. They were very limited with his playbook. He was handing the ball off pretty much 90% of the time. I think he actually comes out swinging. I think we actually get to see a little bit of what Kellen Mond has to offer, whether that's a fantastic game or not. I think they're going to take his leash off a little bit and let him throw that thing a little bit.
Why not? It's preseason week 2. Why not let him sling the football? See what the kid's got. So I do think Amir Smith-Marset is going to show us a little something too. The kid's too damn swaggy not to produce.
All right, that my prediction wasn't bold enough. My bold prediction is Tough Borland will have a sack and it's going to be beautiful. That is my bold prediction. Tough Borland.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't agree with that at all.
Give it up for Tough Borland in the comments. Woo!
I don't think Tough Borland's going to play.
He's going to play. He's going to play good. And again, like we said in the game 1, doesn't matter the score. No injuries. Come out healthy.
Yeah.
And come out with some damn good competition at some positions here.
Yeah, it's all you really hope to see. Definitely no injuries. That's the key. We'll see what the fans do. Everybody's turning on Zimmer and want him fired after that debacle last week. And
God, if anybody wants somebody fired after preseason game 1, they should be fired themselves. They're fired from being a Vikings fan.
You ever click on some of those tweets and look at the comments? It's insane. So I do think we're seeing a much more competitive Vikings team this week. And obviously we're not going to be sitting 30 guys. There'll still be plenty of guys out, but it ain't going to be 30.
We'll see. Can't wait. And we'll be probably not back after that game because we might be inebriated. So I'm going to have to wait till the next day.
We'll see. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll want to
see how the cookie crumbles, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. Until then, guys, remember this. Scooby-Doo is actually short for Scoobert-Doo.